We're at the last day of PDAC 2017, and I'm joined by Jim Varanese, Chairman of Goldbelt Empires, trading on the Venture Exchange as GBE. Thank you for being here, James.
Thank you, Rachel, for having me.
So let's talk about why your spot, the South Morilla concession, is hot.
You look at West Africa, and the Birimian Shield in particular, it is replete with some very large discoveries, maybe one of the world's hotspots. The Republic of Mali, which is where the South Morilla district is located, went from a standing start about 20 years ago to be Africa's third largest producer of gold. And we are right in the trend line with our South Morilla concession.
Right, really.
To bring it into focus, 15 kilometers to the north, we have the Morilla mine, where 8 million ounces were discovered of high-grade gold, reputed to be Africa's most profitable gold mine.
Really good. Now, for your results, phase one exploration results, let's go over the key highlights for that.
Yes, well, our hypothesis was the South Morilla concession was possibly the best address in the country, and that although prior exploration works had accumulated a lot of data, it had not been integrated so as to test out our hypothesis that a combination of potassium anomalies and diorites, together with a close look at the existing artisanals and tying that in with the structural complexity, would yield some very exciting prospects. A number of the anomalies which had previously been drilled were shown to be false positives. They were not potassium anomalies. They were effectively sheet wash. What we did find were some very significant potassium anomalies with a very distinct signature where you see the anomaly together with the diorites.
Right, so the prospects are great, but let's talk about the background of your gold exploration team, because obviously that's important.
Yes, well, the team is led up by Jonathan Chalice, our CEO, who has a very successful track record on the TSX and elsewhere of a number of gold discoveries and mining operations. Backed by Andrew Dacey, who's our chief geologist. Andrew likewise has quite a number of multi-million ounce discoveries to his credit. So he's a mid-career guy in his prime. And this team, when we looked at Mali, we're convinced that the South Morilla district really was possibly the prime address. So we have guys who believe in the prospect. I will say both the guys, Jonathan and Andrew, are founder investors in the company.
Right.
So backing up their beliefs with their own monies.
Right. So for those of us at the show or elsewhere who aren't so sure about the West African jurisdiction, what do you tell them?
Well, that's a good point. Mali is quite a peaceable country. It's a country that has a mix of Christian and Muslims. They've had a functioning democracy now for about 3 years. Fiscal terms in Mali are very good. There has been a spot of trouble in Mali in the northernmost part with the Tuareg tribe, but there's a tribal conflict. We're in the southernmost part of Mali, where there has never been business interruption. No exploration program or mining operation has had a day of operational loss due to interruption, and we go down there, tourists are down there, no one takes security. So from a political country risk perspective, we're feeling quite confident. Really good.
I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Now lastly, at PDAC, what has the investment sentiment been like, and what are you also looking for from investors here?
Yes, that's a good point. I think the investor sentiment is quite bullish on gold. And we're seeing more investors look at exploration properties that are drill ready. So Goldbelt Empires is effectively data rich and drill ready. And I think the investor money is now reaching out to that kind of play. Cross our fingers, we find what we're looking for. And we have a nice steady gold price to back that up.
Okay, very good. Jim, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Rachel.
For more on Goldbelt Empires, you can go to SmallCapPower's Investor Hub. I'm Rachel Lee for SmallCapPower.